everyone, it's Amber and thank you so much for joining me today. I have a fun project that I'm going to share with you and we're going to do a full tutorial. It is super easy and I think that you're going to love it for spring and summer. You can also change this up and use any paper you want. You can use it for Christmas, fall, any time of the year. I just want to first thank everybody who purchased one of my grab boxes. I had 2 releases in my Etsy shop. And I just want to thank you so much for your support. We're planning 2 more big de-stash releases and I cannot wait. They're all going to have different categories. Next up is the stationery boxes and craft fair supply kind of boxes. Those are up next, and then I'm going to be doing my Lyric Lover Creations mystery boxes, and that's going to be super exciting. So let me first show you what I made, and it's these really cute recipe holders. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I absolutely love altering these plastic little photo albums, and I've done so many different variations over the years. I absolutely love them and I'll never stop using them, especially for craft fair ideas and gift ideas. So I've done a spring/summer theme this time with the lemons. I'm going to share with you all the items that I used, but you can just get what you have in your stash and make this your own. So let me go ahead and do a flip through and then I'll tell you where I got all the stuff. But these are my lemon recipe holders, recipe keepers, whatever you want to call them. And I want to do a shout out because the very first inspiration I had for making these cute little things into recipe holders, I believe I mentioned it in the very first recipe holder video I ever did, is from CraftyGirl. She is here on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of you already know and love her. So many years ago, because I've been watching her for so many years. But in one of her first houses, when she started doing her YouTube channel, she had one of these and she said that she uses them for her recipe cards. And that just gave me such a great idea to do these for the craft fair. And I made a bunch of these several years ago after I saw her video. I made like little scrapbook recipe albums, just like this one that I'm gonna show you today. And then I made some Christmas ones, and then I've been making like scrapbook albums out of these. So I've had inspiration from her. So thank you so much, Marie. If you're watching, I really loved that idea and I've been using it for years. So like I said, I make these into cute little scrapbook recipe albums, recipe keepers, and it is so much fun. So let me do a flip through of how these look in case you haven't seen it before. Here's the front and here's the back. And I will show you the paper I used in just a second. And then I just do like a very simple cover. And as you can see, I added some trim and ribbon. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. So what I do is I put mostly recipe cards in, and I'll show you. I use all these recipe cards, mostly from Hobby Lobby, but I believe I got some at Joann's. And I just look for any with like the lemon theme. And I've been collecting them over the years. So you just open this and it's a cute little recipe keeper. It's perfect for a grandmother gift, an aunt gift, a friend, like a shower gift, craft fair idea. And what I did is I just alternated every few pages. I put a piece of scrapbook paper in. So all this is a recipe card, and you can take it in and out. So here's like for the recipe, and then additional directions on the back. And again, these go with my theme of my paper with the lemons. So up here, you could like take a picture of like a family dinner maybe you had, or anything can go up here. Little notes about the recipe, whatever you want. It just makes it look so much more cute and decorative, and it makes the recipe album chubby. So I'm gonna do a flip through. I love all these recipe cards. And recipe cards are the perfect things for these little albums because they're 4x6. And that's what size of paper you need to put in here. Because as you know, this is good for a 4x6 album. So here's some more of the paper that I use, and I love this one because it looks kind of like kitchen tile. And then I think there's like 4 or 5 different recipe cards that I use, so I won't pull all of them out, but I will show you all the designs. And then it just keeps going. Here's this cute one. It has like, I don't know if these are lemons or olives, but it matched the colors. And then I just did like a double one here. And they're just so cute. More scrapbook paper. And I just love how this is super cute. You could even, like, if you have a lot of family recipes, you could like write them on all the cards and then gift it to somebody with all the family recipes written down. Here's my back cover, and this is the easiest project ever. So I'm gonna put this aside and I'm gonna show you what I used. So Hobby Lobby has these 80 sheet 4.5 by 6.5 paper pads, and I use the Oh My Lemons. I don't see it online anymore, but you can check your store and see if they have it. But if they don't, you can still use any paper you want. It doesn't have to be double-sided. In fact, you're only gonna see one side of the paper. So this paper is single-sided, and I used the entire thing because I made some little kits, and I'll show you that in a second. But that's the paper that I used. And then of course, I bought these at Hobby Lobby also. So these have 40 pages. So front and back, there's 40 pages. And these are just the plain albums. And I got them 2 in a pack at Hobby Lobby. This is how they come. It's the Paper Studio, and you get 2 in there. And these are normally $4.99, but I got it on sale for 87 cents. So of course I grabbed all they had. And all you do is you just take out the generic cover that they have in there, which is right here. And you want to save this because you can measure, you need this to measure what the cover size is going to be. But all of these pages are 4 by 6. So you just need to remember that measurement for all these. And of course the back cover is the same measurement. So this is a blank canvas, and you can do whatever you want to it. I'll link a couple other ideas that I have for these, but I'll never stop making these on my channel. Your cover, I have a couple different options. Here's one that I started, and I made the cover with just a card set. I took these cards that I got from Michael's. I got these a few years ago from Michael's, so I don't think you can get them now. But again, take this idea and just kind of run with it and do your own theme. So I just got these cards from Michael's, and I just cut it down, cut the front page down to fit so there's a border around the scrapbook paper for the cover. And then Michael's also had these like cute little postcards a couple years ago, and I still had some, and there was like all different fruits. So I just have all these lemon ones. So that's some ideas for the cover. But here's one that I have started. But let's go ahead and get started, and we'll start from scratch, and I'll show you how to put one of these together. So what you're gonna need to make one of these cute little recipe keepers is of course a plastic photo album. And for this one in particular, there's 40 pages in here, and then you got a front and back cover. So what I pulled is 25 recipe cards, and I just did a mixture of the ones that I have on hand. So I have 25 of those, and then I have 15 pieces of scrapbook paper that we're gonna cut down to 4 by 6. And then you need 4 more sheets to do the covers. So each cover is gonna need 2 pieces of scrapbook paper. So I pulled 4 pieces here. And then you'll need some kind of embellishment to make for like the front cover. I'm gonna use another one of these little postcards, and I'll show you how I put it on there. And these are gonna be cut down to the size of the cover insert. So you just have to like take it, and it's a little bit short here, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna trim that off. So the first thing I'm going to do is do my covers. And I think that I want this cute one right here to be the front cover with my lemon postcard right there. I think that'll look super cute. So what I need to do is cut my cover pages down. And so one's gonna be right here on the cover like this, and one's gonna be showing on the back. So because these aren't double-sided, I need 2 pieces of scrapbook paper. So I think I'm gonna have this be on the back cover along with this. So I'm gonna save those, put those aside for a second, and I'm gonna put this one here. So all we need to do is just line these up and take that insert that came with the album. And I'm just, instead of measuring it, I'm just gonna kind of line it up here. Like I said, it's a little sliver short on this edge, but it's gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do is just line that up as best I can, and I'm just gonna carefully cut away the excess. So now we have 2 sheets that are gonna fit perfectly into the cover. So I'm gonna work on just gluing this down to my cover. And for these little postcards, there's like a little serrated edge here. So I'm just gonna do a little teeny tiny sliver to get that jagged edge off of there. Then it's just all about centering it and gluing it down. I'm just gonna use a regular old tape runner, and it's gonna be behind that plastic sleeve, so it doesn't have to have a ton of glue on it, but enough so it stays on there. So then I'm gonna bring that over and just center it the best I can. That looks pretty good. And it's as easy as that. You can make this like a work of art if you want. This cover is up to you. You can make it as extravagant as you want. My only tip is to keep it as flat as possible because you're gonna be sliding it in to the cover. So then all you need to do is grab this piece and that we cut down and just kind of place it behind. You don't even have to glue it. So what I'm gonna do is it's upside down to me. I'm just gonna flip it over. It's still upside down, and then slip that in there. Just like this. And then there is our cover already done. Isn't that so cute? This makes such a cute little handmade gift, and you don't have to have like any advanced skills. I don't think you have to have any advanced skills for any of the crafts that I make. So let's go ahead and do the back really quick, the same exact way. So now we have our front and back covers all finished. And now it's so easy. You just have to put all of your scrapbook paper and your recipe cards in here. So the recipe cards are already perfect size 4x6, but these ones, as you know, are 4.5 by 6.5. So we've got to cut them down just a little bit. So I'm gonna bring in my paper trimmer, and I'm gonna take 2 at a time and cut these down to 4x6. So we're just gonna be taking half an inch off of this side, and then turn it and do half an inch off of that side. So now we have perfect 4x6 pages to insert into our cute little recipe keeper. So again, take 2 at a time and just put them in your paper trimmer at 4 inches and slice off that ½ inch. And then keep them together, put them in the 6-inch side at 6 inches and slice off the other half. Then you have 2 more 4x6 sheets. So I'm just gonna continue with all 15 of our cute scrapbook pages, and I'll be right back to show you what's next. Okay, so now it's just about putting in all of our cute recipe cards and scrapbook paper. So it's so easy. You just take your first card and stick it in like that. And again, we have 25 recipe cards and 15 papers. So you can do this as sporadic as you want. The only thing that I like to make sure is that I don't put the same recipe card twice in a row. So I think I'm gonna put a piece of scrapbook paper up here, and then this cute recipe card here. So I think I'll do a double recipe card next. So here, like that, and some more scrapbook paper. finished stuffing all the pages, and I think it turned out so chunky and cute. Here's a quick little flip through. I know you saw me put them in, but I just randomly put the cards in and the scrapbook paper all throughout. And I just think that the cute lemon theme is absolutely adorable, perfect for summer and spring. So if you have like a strawberry theme, or you could even do like the craft colored recipe cards. I know those are always at Hobby Lobby, and do like a vintage theme. You don't even have to do a theme. Like I said, just do whatever you want. Cut your scrapbook paper down. This is a great way to use up a ton of paper, and it's single-sided paper, so that's always good. So the only last thing I want to do is add a cute little bow like this one. So I got both of these at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to take some ribbon. So I'm going to take it 4 times the length of the actual album. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to snip that off. And then I'm just going to take a little sample of this trim right here. I got it at Hobby Lobby. So if you want a measurement, it's about 2 lengths, a little bit more than 2 lengths of the album. So then you're going to go in and find the middle of the album, which is right here, and you'll be able to tell where it's at. And I like to just place the ribbon in that little valley or crevice or whatever you want to call it, and then just center it so both of the tails are even. And then just close that up. And you've got the top of the album now. And don't be like too fussy about it, because it's kind of meant to be rustic and not perfect. But this time you do the one knot, I'm just going to tie it in a double knot. And I'll snip the ends. But as you can see, I did that on this one. I didn't do a bow or anything. I just did a cute little double knot. And I'll snip the ends to make it look cute and perky. And then I just take this trim right here and string it through the center. And between the 2 tails here, I'm just going to tie this into a double knot. Don't rip that, because it's kind of like thread. And then I'm just going to snip that off too. So now it's a cute little perky recipe book with some trim that's very whimsical. And you have yourself the cutest handmade gift ever. People love these. I gave some of the farmhouse ones that I made a while back as gifts to some of my friends. And even if they're not crafters, they absolutely loved this as a gift. So here's my first one. Here's the one we made together. And I had so much fun with this, you guys. I actually made a couple kits. I made full kits with more than enough paper, and even the trim, even the little postcard, and 2 options for covers. I cut down the card too, right here. And I think I'm gonna list these in my Etsy shop. I have 2 available, so I'm gonna list both of them in my Etsy shop. And if you're interested, you can go over and get it. But like I said, it would be so much more cost effective if you went and got these materials, or if you already have them on hand, you can make your own. But if you want this super cute exclusive lemon one that I made, I will offer 2 kits in my Etsy shop. So I've got 2 kits right here. You get the album, tons of scrapbook paper that you can cut down. It's all the 4.5 by 6.5 paper, and then a bunch of recipe cards, 2 options for the covers, and the trims. So I'm going to be listing those in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested. And I hope that you all enjoyed this fun project. I loved it so much. I loved searching for different recipe cards for this. And I can't wait to make some for fall and Christmas for my craft fair. So I just want to thank you all so much for your support and your sweet comments. Oh my goodness, they are so nice. And I feel like we're all friends. So I know I say this a lot, but my goal is to make more videos, make more time for videos, and I'm working on it, I promise. So thank you all so much for watching my video, and I hope that you go out and make some of these. They're so much fun, even if you just want to cut up some paper and make these for yourself. It's so worth it. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.